Hey guys, real quick. This is for those of you who are having fear of missing out because you can't register for Stronger, the 12-week program, because you have an injury. So I know this is the last day. This is for those of you who actually can't get in at this best rate today because something's going wrong. So from our community even, we've got a roundup of people from our membership as well as from the 12-week Stronger program who are trying to get in but have a broken wrist, have a virus of a certain nature, and have other reasons why right now is not the best time. So here's what I want to tell you, because I know you're feeling like, oh no, do I have to wait until January? Maybe for specifically lifting weights, but here's what you don't have to wait for. You don't have to wait for this program that is made for menopause that you should be doing for bone density, metabolism, building strength for our age. But what you can be doing, it's an opportunity to focus on nutrition because you've just had something taken off your plate, right? And a lot of times when women get started and they're thinking, oh, I'm supposed to do strength training and I'm supposed to do high intensity interval training and I, want to do yoga, or I'm supposed to do that mobility work or my core and Pilates work. And, I'm also still walking, or I've got a dog and I have to walk, then it suddenly seems like a lot. It's like, and I have to focus on nutrition or my sleep, and prioritizing that and thinking about what are the step-by-step things in a sequence that can make your sleep better, because that sets you up for success so that you've got the right hormones in place, meaning growth hormone and testosterone and cortisol. Because if they're not, cortisol is a catabolic hormone, and if you got a lot of cortisol going on, like you're super stressed because estrogen went like that, and corresponding rate of cortisol in our system goes like that. But also it may be stress from jobs, relationships, finances, whatever it may be. That stress also causes cortisol, that causes muscle breakdown. We've got to fight that more than we did when we were 20 or 30 or potentially 40. For me, it was even up until I was 50. And for some of you, I know it is too. You feel like, oh, that's actually not going to get me. I'm doing just fine. And I did too. I was a little cocky till I wasn't, right? Because there was that moment when, I feel my skin has changed. I see now the lines. I see the loss of muscle, the lack of muscle tone from what I'm doing. So perfect time to focus on sleep. Another one that you can focus on is your nutrition. So really looking at, why are you bloated? Why are you constipated? Why do you sometimes have constipation, other times have diarrhea, or what's commonly known as irritable bowel syndrome? Do not take that as this is my life sentence. Take that as they couldn't figure out really what was wrong, so they gave that name, because we don't know, right? It's not life-threatening. That's what we found out, and here's what it is. But what you really want to find out is what foods are bothering you. Things you think, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Well, it might actually be causing those issues and or causing your lack of weight gain or lack of weight loss, meaning it causes weight gain because the inflammation that they cause. Dairy, gluten, wheat, soy, nuts, many other things, but those are really where we want to start. We're going to start looking at that. And I know that sounds restrictive. The idea is it's not. Any food that you want to eat, you can. You just have to make a flip for how is it made? How is it prepared? And you don't necessarily want to go down the gluten-free aisle because there are a lot of foods that are advertised as gluten-free because they know we're looking for them that are not all that healthy. But back to the point. If you can't exercise, don't think you are, pardon my French, but don't think you're screwed. You are not. There's lots of things you can focus on. It actually creates an opportunity where, you know what, I am going to nail this. I'm going to nail this nutrition thing, or I'm going to focus on my core. I am going to focus on my strength around my hip and my knee stability if I've broken a wrist or I have a shoulder or elbow injury. There's something that you can do exercise-wise, probably in a corrective exercise way, that when you can do full-blown strength training, you are going to be so much better off. So if you can't get into Stronger right now, you're missing today, the last day to get in at 50% off, is okay. Let it go. And If you're seeing this later and you do want to get in, I'm sorry, it's a hard stop. We changed the rate. You can still get in until the end of the month, but not at this rate. So we really reward those people who get in right away. Here's why I do that. This is the 38th year I've been doing this. We, you and I, included, yes, me, we procrastinate. We think, I'm gonna think about that. And with exercise, this is not one of those things you can put off. It's not convenient. It's not convenient to get sick, but you cannot wait till it's convenient to exercise. You cannot wait, I'm gonna retire next year and that's when I'm really gonna focus on that. No, you have a little higher stress level this year. Probably now is the point when you need to really focus on it, okay? So, there you have it. I am coming to you, by the way, I just have to mention, I'm coming to you from Coot Lake near Boulder, Colorado. One of my favorite venues in the whole world. I don't think I can spin around and show you the Flatirons. They're over there. But when you're walking the lake, that's what you see. You can see the foothills over here. It's beautiful, it's peaceful. It's a Tuesday morning. I worked this morning. I'll work a little bit later. So I am here for you, here to answer questions. We're helping you behind the scenes if you're getting started, or if you have a question, please DM me on Instagram. Private message me on Facebook, not so good. Those are not checked. So support at flipping50.com. If you have a tech question about whether it's right for you, or go to the Facebook group, Flipping 50 Insiders, Flipping 50 Insiders. Ask a question there and our community coach or I will see it and respond. Okay. Have a great one, everybody.